To the border now, where we have seen record numbers of migrants crossing into the United States this year. So far, we've seen migrants bust from the southern border to some major U.S. cities, New York, Washington, D.C., even Chicago tonight. And our team is getting a firsthand look at what these trips really look like, the experience and the process of it. There's an example from Del Rio all the way up to the nation's capital. Correspondent Robert Sherman following a group that is heading to D.C. tonight. They just left from Del Rio just moments ago. Robert is joining us live. Robert, what have you seen and witnessed at the start of this journey?
Hey there, Marnie. So we're about an hour west of San Antonio right now, still very much so at the early onset of this whole journey. But we have learned a lot so far about this whole process. There's a lot of noise that surrounds this whole issue of busing migrants. But we do know that everyone who's getting onto these buses, they're doing so voluntarily. Many of them, they're seeking, just everybody who's on these buses is seeking asylum, but they're in the processes of meeting up with their families who they are reuniting with, and they're waiting for their asylum cases to process, which could be a couple of years. So we are on the road now. We are now following one of these buses. This bus left the Eagle Pass area about, call it an hour and a half ago, and it's a full bus. These buses do not leave until every single seat is full. We saw them loading up a little bit earlier today. The way that this process goes from what we see is that the migrants cross into the U.S., get picked up by Border Patrol, released to a non-governmental organization, and then once they get cleared to stay in the United States as their case is processed, that's when they get the opportunity to make a decision as to how they will travel to their families. And these buses is just one of those routes. Chicago, where you are right now, Marnie, just for the first time throughout this whole process, we've seen a bus now arrive up your way. Mayor Lori Lightfoot saying this to Texas Governor Greg Abbott today. Listen to this.
Let me say loud and clear to Greg Abbott and his enablers in Texas. With these continued political stunts, Governor Abbott has confirmed what unfortunately many of us had already known, that he is a man without any morals, humanity, or shame.
But Texas Governor Greg Abbott, however, putting the blame on President Biden and the federal government, saying, quote, President Biden's inaction at our southern border continues putting the lives of Texans and Americans at risk and is overwhelming our communities. So just like anything else, Marnie, you see this back and forth. You see the finger pointing between both sides. Our goal over the span of the rest of this journey, which is going to be a little over 24 hours, we want to show you how this whole process looks. We want to show you where these buses go. This one is on its way to Washington, D.C., where they stop. If any migrants get off along the way, their treatment. We want to remove all the noise and give the viewer an unfiltered, raw perspective of this migrant busing, which has almost assuredly dominated headlines over the last couple of days.
Right,
Marnie?
And a closer look at who is on that bus as we see them loading on. I mean, these are young families. Robert, what happens to them once they get to some of these cities? New York, Chicago, you're going to D.C. The process, who's responsible for them once they get there? Housing, food, integrating them into the community. I mean, these are dozens of people that just get plopped down, and it's a then what?
Right, and so for a lot of them, they'll be staying with their families, with people who are here in the United States. So they will be going into, for a lot of them, an environment in which they do have some familiarity with as well. But we do know some of these cities have been taking care of some of the migrants that have arrived in their cities as well. One important distinction to make here, Marnie, is that, again, taking the noise out of all this, you're going to see every migrant arriving with a wristband. On that wristband, there's a barcode, and it has all the pertinent information for them. It has their files, details about them. It has their consent agreement for their travels here to whichever city they end up choosing to go to. So there is a process here, and it is pretty established. But again, you know, the main purpose is that they'll be going to their families within these regions to wait out their asylum cases. And you look at the backlog of cases in this country, Marnie, for many, it's going to take years before they even see a judge or even know if they will be staying in the United States long term, if they will be granted asylum or not.
It's a complicated process, removing some of the noise tonight, showing us what is really happening. Robert Sherman, safe travels to you. We'll be checking back in. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.